everyone, my name is Fleur and today I'm going to show you a 30-minute workout for your arms and your shoulders, and we'll release the neck a little bit. All you need is yourself, a mat, and maybe if you have 2 books or a book that's quite nice and thick for some arm stretches later, but that's optional, so you don't have to use it. Please treat this practice as if you're practicing by your own, which you are at home. Okay. So let's start coming into a comfortable seated position and rest your hands on your thighs or your lap, and then take a breath in through the nose, and on the exhale just open the mouth and let the eyes close and arrive in your space, and then place your awareness on your breath and feel the breath move in and out of your body. Try to be very curious about your breathing. How long is your breath? How long are the pauses between? Where can you feel the breath move as you breathe in? And where can you soften when you exhale? Let your breath become now calmer and more connected to yourself. Feeling that enjoyment of breathing your body. And then if you like, you can set an intention for your practice. Bring your hands to your heart and take one more deep breath in. Fill the lungs up, lift your heart, and exhaling again. Sigh it out. All right. Blink your eyes open. Come into tabletop position. Bring your knees underneath your hips. And then from here, make sure the hands are underneath your shoulders. Let's start with your core first of all. Tucking the toes under. Press into your hands. And then just collapse into the shoulders. Really feel that you can collapse, keeping your arms straight. Then push back the floor. So lift up a little bit through the shoulder blades. And collapse. Do that 4 more times. Pushing the floor away. And collapse. And pushing the floor away. And collapse. Engage your core, pushing the floor away. And collapse. Good. And last one. Push the floor away. Now draw the navel in. Hold this position of your arms and then push into the tips of your toes and lift your knees off the floor. Stay here for 5 breaths. Try to keep that pushing away feeling into the hands. Shoulders are slightly round. Your neck is long. You're not lifting the chin and you're not collapsing the neck. Hold it 2 more breaths. Breathe. Deep breath into the sides of your ribs. And 1 more breath in. And then slowly bring the knees back down towards the floor. Good. From here, untuck the toes. Breathing in, lift the chest up. On your exhale, tuck the tailbone around through the spine. I'm not going to do too many, so if you want to do more, you can. Breathing in, open the chest, shoulders back, exhaling, movement from the tailbone around through the spine. Just 1 more, inhaling. Feel the connection of the muscles in the back, opening the chest and exhaling to round. And then from here, walking your hands forward. Keep the arms straight. Try to keep your hips over your knees. Look forward without straining your neck again. And then start little sways side to side. Keep engaging your core, rocking side to side. Try to roll the upper arms away from the midline. Good. Let's do another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. From here, keep pressing into the hands, reach them forward, lengthen the hips away and draw the navel in. You're going to come into a little lift up through the shoulder blades. Roll the belly button in, and on the exhale, draw the heart down towards the floor, keeping the arms straight. Inhaling, little lift through the middle of the shoulders, engage your core. Exhaling, draw the heart through. 4 more. Inhaling, little lift. And exhaling, draw the heart to the floor. 3 more to lift. Keep lengthening the fingers forward, roll the shoulders away from the ears. 2 more, lift. Hold it for a moment and soften down. Last one, lift. And then soften the heart towards the floor. Either the forehead comes to the ground Or if you can, bring the chin to the floor. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. Feeling the length from your shoulders to the hands, drawing the navel in. Slow deep breath. One more breath. And to come out, bring the forehead, if the chin was on the floor, and then bend one elbow, bend the other, and then push the floor away. Tuck your toes under and come into a downward dog. Release the head and then start walking out through the heels. Keep the same sensation in your arms like you did when you pushed forward, draw the hips back, and then paddle out through your heels. Neck soft, looking towards your feet. Good. And feeling that length through the spine, tailbone lifts up. From here, bring the toes together, touching, and then lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Reach it as high as you can, then bend your knee and open the hip to the side. Keep your shoulders level. Inhaling here. Now look forward, arch into your back, and lift the toe up as if you want to touch your head. One day I hope you all can do that. And then lengthen the leg away from me. Have that feeling again. Heel draws to the floor. 2 more. Bend your knee. Look forward as if you're a scorpion. Draw the belly button in. Foot reaches up as if you want to touch your head. And then again, lengthen the leg away. 1 more. Heel goes to the floor. And bend your right knee. Draw yourself forward. And then draw the knee towards the nose. Round through the spine. Step your right foot forward. Bring your left knee onto the ground. Untuck the left toes. Breathing in. Come up with the arms. Relax your shoulders. Nice deep breath in. Squeeze your left glute a little bit. And then bring the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Breathe in. Open the chest. On the exhale, lean a little bit further forward and move your hands away from your buttocks. Stay here for 3 breaths. Active in your right foot. Opening the chest. Inhaling. Try not to collapse into your leg, so you're still active in the right leg. Imagine you're drawing that left knee slightly forward. And release. Bringing your right hand onto your right thigh. Draw a little bit back, so right knee is over your right foot. And then lean over towards the left side, keeping your neck soft and finding that stretch from the left knee all the way up towards the left hand with the palm facing down. Find again that breath. Send that breath, ballooning it out into the left ribcage. 1 more breath here. And exhaling, bringing the hand back down to the floor. Tuck your left toes under, or you can keep the knee down, and then reach up into a simple twist. Opening the chest, draw the chin slightly in, and then press into your left hand. Draw back through your left heel, and reach your right arm up. Stay connected to the gaze, so you're looking at the right thumb, not just arching that hand back behind you. Core is engaged. And then bring the hand back down to the floor, framing your front foot, and step yourself back into a high plank. Breathing in, open the chest. On your exhale, bring either your knees down, just tap them away, chest and chin, or chaturanga, elbows back, chest forward. Inhaling, open the spine, lift the heart, and on the exhale, tuck the toes, push back into your downward facing dog. Good, paddle out again through the heels a little bit, feeling how the right side feels, how the left side feels. Head soft. We're going to do this all on the other side. So big toes touching, and then lift up your left leg. Point the left toes. Draw the right heel down to the ground. Press the front of the mat away. Bend left knee. Reach it high up. Squeeze the knee up. Squeeze the left heel to right buttock. And then look forward as if you're making a scorpion. Come up onto your tiptoes of the right foot. Draw the chest forward as if you want to touch your left foot. Feel that in the glute. Inhaling, lengthen the leg back. Right heel draws to the ground. Exhale, bend your left knee. Look forward. Arch into your back. Squeeze that leg up. Exhaling and inhale. Bring the leg back up to the sky. Right heel to the floor. Last one. Inhaling, open the chest. Lift the heart up. Squeeze the knee. And then draw the knee to the chest. On the exhale, step the left foot forward, bring your right knee down to the floor, untuck the toes. Lift up the arms, inhaling, arms reach up, soften the shoulders. Draw your tailbone slightly down, draw the hips forward, keep your left foot active, breathing in. And then one more time, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Maybe change the clasp of your hands so you have a different clasp. Breathing in, open the chest. And exhaling, squeeze the heart forward. Move the hands away from your buttocks. Draw the chin slightly in. Good. 2 more breaths here. Feeling the chest open, keep the core engaged. And one more. And release. Bringing your hands onto, so left hand onto your left knee, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, and then do that little side bend. Draw down through the right knee, palm is facing down of the right hand. Let your neck be soft, strong in your left foot. Feel that you're ballooning into the right side of your ribs. Good, inhale, coming back up. Bring your right hand down to the floor. And then either tucking your back toes under or leaving them down. Lift up through your left hand. Press down into your right arm. Look at your left thumb and then rotate your chest, the left side of your chest towards the ceiling. Belly draws in, left foot is on the floor. Neck is long. Right leg is active, drawing back through the heel. Find your breath. One more breath, nice and long, exhaling to twist, and then look down to the floor, frame your foot with your left hand, and then step yourself back, high plank, breathing in on your exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, inhaling, open the spine, open the chest, exhaling back to downward facing dog. Good. Walk out a little bit through the downward dog again, feeling your neck soften into the neck. From here, bring the big toes again together, touching. Lift your right leg up into the sky. Point the toes, draw the left heel towards the ground. And on the exhale, step your right foot forward. Between your hands, stay in a high lunge. High on your back heel. Breathe in, lift your arms up towards the ceiling. And then from here, interlace your hands behind your head and neck. So that the hands are in the neck, so underneath your skull. The thumbs are touching just your trapezius. And then lift the elbows up towards the ceiling, as if you want to lengthen your neck. Squeeze the elbows a little bit together so you feel it in your triceps. Hold that balance. Squeeze your left glute and then bend your right knee. Your elbows want to come up, but you're tucking your tailbone and lifting the chest. Imagine your elbows want to touch the ceiling. Take 2 more breaths. And then releasing the arms, bring the arms forward, and then transfer the weight into your right foot. Very slowly lift up your left leg, reach the arms nice and long, straightening your right leg, and then flex your left toes. Don't let the left hip come up, so try to keep your hip bones nice and parallel to the floor. Arms forward. If that's too much, see if you can reach them out to the side, oops, wobble, or bring them back. Turn your little toe of the left foot towards the floor. Nice long in the neck, and then reach your arms back. Keep the core engaged and reach through your back heel. Well done. Well, that's me wobbling. And then slowly step yourself back. Lift up your arms again into a nice high lunge, breathing in. On the exhale, hands come back down. Step yourself back into high plank. And then through chaturanga. Lift up the heart, upward dog. And exhaling back into downward dog. Other side. Lift your left leg up into the sky, breathe in. Exhaling, step your left foot forward, draw the navel in, high on your back foot. Step in, breathe in, lift your arms up. And then interlace the hands again behind your head and neck. Elbows together, and lift up through the elbows. Try to imagine you want to lengthen the space from your armpits to your elbow. Squeeze that right leg back, tuck the tailbone. This is hard to do talking and explaining at the same time, but I do my best. I hope you're not hearing all the shuffling from my feet, my arms on the headphones. All right, one more breath here, breathe in. lift, and then release. The hands forward, reach, reach, reach. Press into your left foot, transfer the weight, roll the shoulders down, flex your right toes. Try to keep that right hip in the same height as your left. As you can see, it's difficult. For me as well, breathe and lengthen, reach for that right heel. Feel that activity in your back. Squeeze right glute, and slowly come back, bending your left knee, reach your arms one more time up, and then bring the hands down to the floor. Step yourself back into high plank, and then lower through chaturanga. Lift up into upward dog, open the heart, and then exhaling back into downward dog. Good. Little bit paddling up through the heels, and then bring your knees back down towards the floor. Sink back into child's pose just for a moment, and get your breath back, which I'm doing too. Find a deep, slow breath. Like waves of energy that come back to your body now. Good. And then come back up into your tabletop position. From here, a little bit more intense stretch. Walk your right hand towards your right knee, and then lean that left arm over to the right side. You're not leaning back with the hips, so try to stay high, and then reach the arm forward. Relax your head, and try to draw your left hip back until you feel the stretch here in the left arm. Take low, slow breath. Try not to pull, but just feel that length. Keep your neck soft. And change. Bring that left arm back, left hand towards your left knee, and then reach your right arm over to the side, and then expanding through the right rib cage. Again, feeling that you're expanding the space between the ribs on the right side and in the armpit. All right, coming back, bring that arm back. Well done. And then from here, one Vinyasa. Open the chest, exhale, chest forward, elbows bend back into your upward dog. Open the heart, exhaling back into downward dog. Take a little walk through the heels again, and then bring your knees down to the floor. Bring your elbows down to the floor, and then interlace the hands. Just going to come to a little lift up through the hips, pressing into your elbows, push into the hands, keep your neck soft, so you're not putting the head onto the arms or on the floor. You're just looking into the space of this little triangle. Then tuck your toes under. If you're unsure how wide your arms are, bring your hands around your upper arms so that you're not too wide with the elbows. So you have to be able to grab your upper arms and then your hands clasped. Then tuck your toes under, push into the elbows. Again, draw your navel in, lift the knees off. This might already be enough. If you're feeling a bit stronger, push a little bit more into the hands, walk your feet closer towards your elbows. Try to draw the heels down to the floor. They might not go there, so you might have to bend, but press firmly for 5 deep breaths into the hands. Use your own time. Do not collapse, so don't bring your shoulders forward. You want to keep the head just in the middle of your arms and press down into your arms, into the hands. Once you've done the 5th breath, bring your knees back down and then reach your arms forward again. Take a little stretch through the arms, a little release. And then we're just going to take, to finish, a little pigeon pose. So from here, roll yourself back up. Bring your right knee forward towards the right wrist. Tuck the left toes behind you. Bring that right foot slightly towards the left. Good. Keep pressing into the right shin and then lengthen your left leg away from you. So you should feel this in the right hip flexor. So, not right hip flexor. In the right hip. Here, so in your IT band and glute. And then slowly lift the chest up. Point your left toes away from you. And lengthen. If you can bring your elbows onto the floor, or you can reach the arms forward, or bend them. And just take a few breaths here, feeling the sensation in your right side of the body. And one more deep breath here. And then coming out, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the left toes under, draw the left knee forward, bring the right leg back, and then come to the other side, the left knee towards the left wrist. Again, wiggle the left foot slightly to where you feel you can keep your hips parallel to the floor, then draw that right leg back. Point the right toes away, press a little bit into the left leg, the outside of the leg, open the chest, and then coming forward. Good. And then when you're ready, you can again bring the forehead down or reach the arms long. And then from here, slowly coming back up, push the floor away, tuck the toes, bring them back, come into a downward dog. If you like, you can do one more vinyasa, inhaling, rolling forward into a plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, exhaling, downward dog, and then bend your knees, step or walk through to seated, taking your blocks or books, and then to finish off, just to make it nice, just bring the soles of the feet together, and you can bring the two books or maybe two cushions just underneath your hips. If you like, you can reach your arms over your head, hold your elbows, feel the breath move in and out through the chest. If it's okay for you and you don't need the blocks, you can just let the legs flop open out to the side and stay here to soften the body now. Filling the lungs with air. And then releasing the arms down. And you can either stay here with the soles of the feet together, or with the help of the hands, just gently bring the knees up to the ceiling and then stretch out through the legs. For your final release, if you like, just softly roll your head side to side, letting any tension in the neck now go. And then bring the head to center. Take one more full deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, sighing out through the mouth. Entering now into your Shavasana. Staying here for as long as you like. So if you like to pause the video, if you want to stay here a little bit longer, you can. I'll just do it a little bit shorter. And from here, I'll gently guide you back. When you're ready, start to soften the breath again. And then when you're ready, you can take a deep full breath in through the nose. Fill your body up with air and exhale, side out. And then wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms over your head, give yourself a nice long stretch, point your toes. Feel how long and strong you are. And then you can bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug, maybe rock side to side, say well done to yourself. Just having a little squeeze of your body. And you can either roll over to one side Or if you like, bring the hands behind your knees and then give your hips a little lift and then start a little momentum up and down through the spine, massaging your back. And when you're ready, come up to seated. Keep your eyes closed and I'm going to just do a little gentle neck stretch. So from here, bringing once you're up and nice and long, bring your right hand down towards the floor and then let your left ear drop towards the left shoulder. And just take a few breaths into this neck stretch. If you like, you can even hover the right hand a few inches off the floor. And release the neck. And then placing the right hand onto the thigh, drop your chin to chest. Roll the head slowly up with your eyes still closed. Moving your left hand to the floor, drop your right ear to the right shoulder. Again, feeling that little stretch and release in the neck. If you like, lift the left hand a few inches off the floor. Send that breath to that area. And then bring left hand onto your knee or thigh. Draw the chin to the chest. And then roll the head up. Feel how long your body is from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Balance the spine and then bringing your hands to your heart center. Lift your heart to your hands. Remind yourself of the intention you set for yourself. See if you can bring that outside of your practice into the real world. Practicing compassion, kindness and patience with yourself and with other people. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. And again, sigh it out. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in this session today. Please, if you have any questions, let me know, message me, follow me, and I hope you have a really nice day. Bye.